Dude, I still can't even.
I saw this guy.
My leg is so fucked up.
See?
Yeah, my leg. I mean, it's like I can't sleep on the right side of my body. I'm in pain like every freaking day.
Aww.
I'm like, it's so bad. And like literally speaking of that, like I got a phone call from the liability lady from the Farmers Insurance. She is screaming at me on the phone.
What?
Yeah, going. Because she goes, what happened? I said, we're all pulling the anchors up. Cammy's in the front, pulling the anchor up. Dickie's at the front of the boat. Chris is in the water. He pulls one stern line off. Chris goes to pull the other stern line, and you had to turn the boat on because we had to, move the boat a little bit so we could, get the boat.
Well, the boat had to be on for the anchor for me to start pulling the anchor. Otherwise,
Exactly.
it can't be on.
That stern line was so tight.
Right. So you were having to kind of move it back and forth. Yeah. And so I was telling her that, and she goes, well, I talked to some people that said that the boat was never even on. And I'm like,
Not to me. She asked me, and I said the boat had to be on for me to be able to pull the anchor.
I've never talked to that lady. I've never even talked to her.
okay. So because she's like yelling at me and going, you're lying to me. You're trying to like do that. And I'm like, I am not lying to you. This is what happened. Like I'm standing back there and the boat is on. You're having to move it around because obviously, like we're trying to get the anchor up and
We're
move.
getting the starboard wind pushing.
Yeah, and she literally was like, I know what, her exact words, I know what you're trying to do. I know you're trying to do. And I go, lady,
Whoa.
I am telling you, like, I'm back here helping him put the lines in. Dickie's at the front of the boat, having to move the boat around. He's not like hauling ass down the lake, but he's having to move the boat around to navigate the wind and everything. And she's like, you're lying to me.
I can't believe she didn't say that.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah. Because how do you remember that happening?
My whole thing was different because I was on the front.
Right.
So, and basically I got interviewed by two people, and I said, I was up at the front of the boat.
Right.
And my head was down at the anchor.
But how did you see it?
I know that the engine was on because we were trying to pull up the anchor. You can't put that thing is 50 amps.
It runs too much
You
power.
have to run the engines to run the windlass. And I remember being concerned about him out there. And he was over on the bank.
And I was seeing
the
you
road.
when it got caught, that line got caught in that, under
The other line got twisted up in the. When you came back, you undid that rope.
Right. And I was
remember
standing,
that.
and I was standing back there helping him. I just pulled the rope in. So I helped him pull the one in, and then I walked over the other side of the swim platform to help him pull the other rope in. And then, as the boat moves, and that's when I kind of lost my footing because the boat had to move to do that.
Well, I thought the whole deal was over until last week. I got another phone call from her, and she wanted me to come take pictures of the back of the boat.
And then I think they sort of implied to you, right, that it was not even part of the boat.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't know stern from bow. They don't know.
Here's what I remember. All right, so I'm in the water.
Did you get interviewed?
No, they've never, ever called him.
I'm
Why?
in the water and I finally get that line loose on the port side here. And I'm swimming to the swim platform. Randy's pulling the rope. And he had to do reverse because the wind's pushing us against the bank. So
Right.
you're trying to pop
Just
the
trying to kick the ass away from
And I see her go like this. And she gets this weird look on her face. It just drops the rope and then goes
Yeah, because
outside.
literally, because the boat rocked me so hard. I had to lean up right there on that side, and then it was such a snug to me that I went like this, and I looked down, and I'm like,
basically just sat down.
just sat on it because the boat jolted.
Well, had she not had both hands pulling the rope, she might have been able to.
Right, but it wasn't from the engines being under power or moving. The wind was blowing. I remember that.
The wind was starting to
be
blow.
calm, then it'd pick up. Then it'd be calm, it'd blow this way, then it'd blow this way. Up in that cove, it's tricky up in there.
Yeah.
That's when we put
Well,
those
the last
stern
person I
lines
talked
out.
to, she asked me, was the boat on? I said, yes, the boat was on.
Yeah.
I said, it had to be
No,
on for the for the.
So
Yeah,
anyway, I
and
sit
she's
there
yelling at me
with
going,
pictures.
well, was the captain sitting in the chair
And she didn't get
moving the boat around? I said, of course he was, because you have to do that to move the anchor up, you know, and she's like, well,
I don't think they just understood or even knew. Like,
I emailed him.
I don't know.
Again,
So I was just like
she said, okay, I got
very
it.
confused.
Yeah.
She goes, I know you're getting tired of me calling you because he doesn't want to talk to them. He's
Yeah.
like, they keep fucking calling me, and you can hear talk to Tammy.
I don't know what's
She'll be
going
like,
on
I need
with
to,
liability.
can you send me these pictures? And I'm like, yeah, I'll send them to you again.
yeah, and that's the deal. So they sent me, they're sending me, it's in the mail, the $1,000, like, just one time because of the injury, like the medical benefit, right? But then the liability side says, because our bills are way more than that, and I mean, you know, I'm in pain all the time, and you know, all this kind of stuff, and of course, like, it's your insurance company, like, no one is taking money from y'all or whatever, but it's like, with them sitting there going like, they made it out like you just sort of wobbled back there on your own and fell down. I'm like,
I never said
what?
that.
I didn't ever say that either. I told you you're basically standing back there. This platform is wet. People, that's where they get in and out of the lake. It was basically a slip and fall. It could have happened to anybody.
Right, but the boat was on, and we were moving it around to negotiate the waves. I mean, that, because she was like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think that's where they got the misinterpretation of, oh, you just walked back there and it was slippery and you fell, versus we're all trying to get this boat.
That's what I told him. We were all
uh,
doing different things at that time. I
Yeah.
can't tell you. I was way on the other side. I can't
Right,
tell you.
and that's what I told her. I said, Cammie was up here, Dickie was in the captain chair, my husband was in the water, and we pulled these lines out, and Dickie's having to put the boat, you know, in reverse and move it around, and with kind of that jolt, like I had to lean over against the side, and I slid down, you know, I mean, and that's exactly where that thing went into my leg, because I was standing perpendicular to that right there, open Chris, and that boat goes into reverse. I mean, as we're moving it, and I just leaned up against the side just to kind of secure myself, and just slid down, and it just went right up my leg.
It could have gone straight up to the left.
It could have gone straight up to the left.
Well, you know, what's good about it, so say, nothing's good about it, but if she had fell,
Yeah.
that thing would have,
Yeah, because I knew I never actually sat down. Like, so when it went through my leg, I was still like this.
Squatting.
I was just like,
You just stood up off of it.
I mean, because I was like, what do I do right now?
Unhook
I unhooked
yourself.
myself, yeah. But I mean, but you knew I was standing back there.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it was like she was up there, I was back here, and I mean that's how this.
Well, and then,
that's your friend.
That's her friend?
Yeah. I know. I'm like, looking at it now for the first time. I'm like, you and I are not friends anymore.
Just stay over here,
There's
Brandon.
a
Sit
good-
down right there.
There's a good invention. A ball
Like our rebar.
to stick on top of the cleats.
Those rebar
Actually,
balls.
a tennis ball wouldn't be a bad idea.
Well, I mean, now that, because you think about, you look at them like this, people are standing on this side or that side of it. You know?
Well, and I've seen when we've been at the Hollow, people are crossing over. I've seen some people fall before in
There's
between.
places all over this boat. Yeah,
They
makes me nervous climbing up the side. When you get that rail, you fell off.
What if you fell and that thing went in your eye?
Oh.
Break a leg.
don't even say that.
Yeah, because I'm like, I look at that and think, I remember the meat that was still on it. When I pulled myself off of it, I was like, ugh. And you know, I started freaking out later because I'm like, okay, why is this taking so long? I started going like, help me, help me, help me, help me. Like, I remember doing all that. But Chris didn't know that the rope was in the problem. Like, he didn't tell me till later, Brandy, the reason it took us so long to get out of here is because the rope was wrapped up in the prop, and he was having to go down there and get it. And I'm like,
I know. I was going, oh, God.
Well, I've been there before. I knew
It was like, I know exactly. Jesus.
Chris is like, I've taken ropes out of that prop many a times.
Jesus.
That's crazy.
Oh well.
It is what it is, but yeah, now that I look at it, I'm like, let's put some tennis balls on there.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
She's got a lump on it still.
It's scar
Oh.
tissue.
Yeah, and yeah, so all that whole thing.
There's